I'm Joshua Skid Pro. This is our industrial disc mulcher. Let's take it for a test drive. Okay, first we unlock skid loader, then we hit our auxiliary. This is a T86 high flow and super flow. That was the 3 knocks. You gotta unlock it up on your LCD, you're ready to roll. When we start going with the mulcher, the disc mulcher, one of the things to remember is when you're running on high flow and super high flow, that really pulls down the machine. It takes a lot of horsepower to run that high hydraulics. This mulcher will take as much oil as you can throw at it. Because of that, you lose a little bit maneuverability, travel speed, responsiveness. So just keep that in mind. As far as like trees, again, this disc mulcher does awesome in when it comes to clearing stuff very quickly. It does leave a little bigger chunks than a drum mulcher. We're gonna go ahead and spool up. I've got everything set. I'm gonna engage with my right trigger. Now, I'm not sure you'll be able to pick up on this, but let's listen. It takes a while to fully spool up and let this thing cook. It's still spooling up. It's always ideal to let it get to full speed before we do any clearing. I run on full RPM, and this is the variable speed pump, which is great. But again, it's still takes a while to spool up originally. So a lot of times, again, it's key on tree size, right? Everybody thinks, oh, this is just going to make a big tree disappear. That's an ash tree. It's a live ash tree. It's lost its leaves already for the year. But a lot of guys like to come from the base and then feed it in, and then poof, just like that. And then here is a brush. We'll just come over the top of that. And we're going to go pick this one up here a little bit. There we go. Thought I got more of that the first time around, but I did not. But there you can see we pretty much disintegrated that whole tree. There's another little one. Pick it up. Feed her through. Now I like to back drag too. Obviously this is small material, but by tipping forward just like a brush cutter, you really make everything, get everything cleaned up. Now another way, some guys will prefer to, rather than feed each one through, smaller trees, I like to tilt way back so the disc is out of my way, and I'll just, and then I'll back drag my way out. And that's really the two main ways. You handle like a brush mower driving forward, like the back drag. That's why we tilt the front has a incline to it, so you can just back drag and you leave a really nice clean path you can see here. And then again, you can kind of choose what you want. If you want to come down over the top, or you want to feed it in like that. So here we're in a tight situation. We're going to kind of come down right over the top of this. Here's the back dragging we talked about. Come into the brush, kind of nose up, and then I back drag, get a nice clean finish, and take another whack at the debris. out. There we go. Dust. Come in, gonna put that cutting wheel, we'll run it right in. Just like that. Do that again here. Cut it in that corner, and I feed it in. There I can take my wing, feed that right in. Back. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta sometimes they fall out, you just gotta dig them in. There you go. Get that corner in. Run it through. Just takes a little time to play with. There's a couple of stumps. We're going to go ahead and put nose down, get them in there, get them cleared out. Again here, we're just coming through. And then we back drag out. Couple more of small popples here. You can see she gives you everything you want. You just go at her and good to go. Then we'll do a double. That was a really large one. That pulled down the wheel. Now we're going to give her a little chance to spool back up. That was probably about a, I don't know, 5-incher, 6-incher, quite of the way up. Back drag again. That back dragging is really effective if you want that good finish. A lot of contracts require pretty low debris, and this has more debris than a brush mulcher or a drum mulcher. That back dragging is really key because a lot of contracts require the least amount of mulch as possible. And one of the things with the disc mulcher is it does leave bigger pieces. You know, it has much more capacity than a drum mulcher, but you gotta back drag, and that really helps reduce that. There you go. Small stuff I just go over, big stuff there and I feed through just like that. You come back and finish up the tops if you need to. Feed them through. back drag again. Get rid of all the pieces that we don't want. That's pretty much the gist of it. The kind of half mower. And again, we can always come at it like here. With the forestry door, we're protected. Still want to try and limit that. And I can chew that up while it's in the ground, and I come back for the tops. Feed her through. Be selective just like you can on a cutter. And a lot of times with the evergreens, you're going to go ahead and come top down. It's just a little bit easier. Here we get another pick, pull it up, tilt it back, feed her through. Again, cut it, tilt up. Oh, that one slipped on me. Sometimes it does that. There's another one. Let's pick that bottom. Tilt it up. Toast. It's always nice to get it in the right corner. That's always going to be your best. Feeding it through like that. Here's a big one. Oh. Okay, anytime it got just kind of tipped, it was so tall, we're going to go ahead and come back around. You just got to raise your body up a little bit, put your nose down. There you go, get her in. Feed it through. And if you're looking just for speed, you can crank with this thing. You don't have to go back and clean it up great. You don't have to back drag. Well, there you have it. If you have any questions about this or any of our vegetation management lineup, give the guys at the office a call or visit us online at skidpro.com. And as always, our promise to you, better products, better service, happier customers.